You put your feet up, Liz. We'll do this.
It's just a comfortable way of sitting. I'm very sorry.
The women's 400 metres freestyle final for the S6 class. Yelyzaveta MERESHKO is very close to the world record this morning. Great Britain's Ellie Robinson in lane 5. Fanni goes in 1 for Hungary. Emanuela Romano is the Italian in lane number 2. Viktoriia SAVTSOVA in 3. And there is MERESHKO, very close to the world record mark this morning. Eleanor Robinson from Great Britain, really well supported by the GB team here. Nicole Turner, well, lane 6, the young Irish swimmer, the 13-year-old Thelma BJORNSDOTTIR from Iceland in 7. And TRINH from Vietnam in lane number 8. But it was an excellent swim this morning. There's the world record held by Ellie Simmons. And MERESHKO from Ukraine. It's very close to that mark. Eleanor Robinson qualified in 2nd position for this final. May have a chance of the medals. But Viktoriia SAVTSOVA, well, she had a very up and down swim. Swallowed water, had real problems all throughout that race, but still managed to qualify in 3rd position.
Yeah, great reaction there from Eleanor Robinson. We saw that Viktoriia SAVTSOVA is in great form already, smashing the world record in the 50 freestyle, which is where she might come up against the fastest swimmers here in this 400 metres, because the sprinter's got to try and hold on for 8 lengths.
Now SAVTSOVA, it is into an early lead here, but MERESHKO with the orange hat. She doesn't get away from the wall as good as SAVTSOVA, because SAVTSOVA obviously has the use of those legs. MERESHKO doesn't. Yeah,
and MERESHKO's legs don't even actually touch the wall when she turns, but she's really developed a very quick swivel turn so that she can try and minimise the momentum that she loses to the athletes who do have push-offs on those turns when she comes into the wall. So it's led to MERESHKO. She's in this meet, she's in fine form. In fact, both girls in your picture at the moment, they're both in fine form. And Eleanor Simmons really, in this S6 classification, over the last 8 years, has moved on the 400 metre freestyle significantly. And it's just set the marker now. She was the pioneer, but she's making everybody else really push those boundaries, push their own boundaries, and try and chase her down.
Well, Ellie Simmons has certainly done that, and she's certainly inspired the lady that is leading at the moment, Yelyzaveta MERESHKO, going over in 1:15.75 at the first 100. SAVTSOVA still clear in 2nd position, but Eleanor Robinson from Great Britain clear in 3rd, and actually closing on SAVTSOVA as they are coming down to the 150 metre turn. Well, MERESHKO 1:55.04, so she's around about 40 seconds, just underneath the 40-second mark that she is pacing here.
Yeah, and MERESHKO and Simmons had such a tight battle in Glasgow last year at the World Championships, and so you could find it difficult to be out there on her own. But Eleanor Simmons, 2 weeks ago at the British trials, she was out on her own, and she put in a marker, broke that world record that she'd been trying to break for a number of years. So she set the marker, and here we are seeing MERESHKO responding.
Coming to halfway point, and Yelyzaveta MERESHKO goes over in 2:34.47, and that is inside world record pace. SAVTSOVA in 2nd, Eleanor Robinson in 3rd position, clear in 3rd position. The 3 medal positions are away and clear at the moment.
They are, and we can see when we saw that turn then that Viktoriia SAVTSOVA is maintaining her lead, but Eleanor Robinson, had the better turn, which you don't often see from the swimmers with dwarfism. And now she's entering the 2nd 200 metres. The last length, she's putting in a push, and she's going to try and chase SAVTSOVA down.
MERESHKO there with a clear lead. There's no one really in the picture. Here comes SAVTSOVA in lane number 3, and Nicole Turner just going the other way as well. But MERESHKO will keep an eye on the splits now as she gets down to the 300 mark. She has got about 25 metres to go until she gets there. Now, Ellie Simmonds was under 4 minutes, 3:58.69, so that is the guidance there that we are going to look at for Yelyzaveta MERESHKO. Will give us an idea where she is in terms of world record pace. 300 metres down, and MERESHKO is well inside the world record pace. A very good swim from MERESHKO, and only 100 to go.
Yes, Yelyzaveta MERESHKO is clearly in fine form at this meet, and Eleanor Simmonds always has a strong final 100 metres, which sometimes skews the splits that we look at. But here MERESHKO, she's maintaining a high stroke rate for someone who doesn't have the use of her legs, and as we can see, her hips are quite low in the water. She doesn't have a break in her stroke, and she's really worked on maintaining that intensity so that she doesn't drop off in the second half of the race, and we could be in for a really good swim here as she enters this final turn.
Well, she's probably in somewhere in the region at the moment of around about 5:15 or below that. The world record at the moment stands at 5:18.69. There is absolutely no one in sight as Yelyzaveta MERESHKO is coming down now into the last 25 metres. It is around about a 25-metre lead for MERESHKO over the rest of the field. This has been absolutely supreme from the Ukrainian swimmer. She is coming home now with 10 metres to go. Surely it is going to be a new world record. It's going to be a massive record for MERESHKO in 5:14.69. Exactly 4 seconds improvement on the existing world record, and she is absolutely delighted with that one, MERESHKO. SAVTSOVA is coming in for the second position at the moment, just ahead of Robinson from GB. But SAVTSOVA in now in 5:37.52, and the 14-year-old Eleanor Robinson, the bronze for Great Britain, 5:43.77. But we've got to hand it to MERESHKO out on her own, and it was a sensational time.
Yeah, Yelyzaveta MERESHKO there, she dominated that race from start to finish. She really attacked it, and we didn't really see a drop in her stroke rate. She went from it from the gun. She knows she has to do that to put herself in the best chance. And it's so difficult when you're chasing a time and you're in clear water, Paul, but she did it. She's obviously used to training like that, and she got the reward from such a fantastic swim, because that is, we all know the quality of Eleanor Simmonds, and that time has just been blown out of the water there by MERESHKO.
Well, the final swimmers just coming into the closing stages now, and we have seen some great battles between MERESHKO and Ellie Simmonds at the major championships over the last couple of years. Ellie Simmonds not here at these championships, but we know she's on great form, and well, in the lead into Rio, that is going to be one of the events to watch.
Definitely, and as we see the final swimmer there coming in from Vietnam in a time of 6:51.83 seconds. This race was really all about MERESHKO. She doesn't get away the best, as we see there, Paul, but she quickly makes up the disadvantages she has from that start, and then really there's no looking back. There's that turn that we talked about. She's around the wall so quickly for someone who's got to literally drag her legs, and then she's straight back and into her stroke. And well, she's so flat in the water. She's got such a consistent stroke rate, and she really deserved that good time there.
It was a good time. It was a great time. It was a new world record time for Yelyzaveta MERESHKO of Ukraine. She is pleased with that. And Yelyzaveta MERESHKO. Yelyzaveta MERESHKO is the world record breaker tonight in this European Open Championship with SAVTSOVA.